something at 3. Selling now. I need an offer. Give me an offer.
Our charts are flashing green and red, numbers dance inside my head. Up and down the tickers go, I chase the wave, I ride the flow. Leverage tight like a loaded spring, every move's got a sting. I'm not afraid, I've got the drive, risking it all to feel alive. Momentum fever, it's a wildfire, right in the trend. I'm climbing higher, catch the spark, let it ignite. Win or lose, I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. Candles flicker, a game of chance. One wrong step, a costly dance. Futures burn like a comet's tail. The thrills, the win, the fears, the fail. I surf the waves, no time to sleep. The current's strong, the water's deep. No looking back, the market's king. Momentum pulls, it's everything. It's the rush, it's the fall, the heartbeat pounding through it all. A bull, a bear, the game's the same. Momentum's the fire in the flame. Momentum fever, it's a wildfire, right in the trend. I'm climbing higher, catch the spark, let it ignite. Win or lose, I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. It's the rush, it's the fall, the heartbeat pounding through it all. A bull, a bear, the game's the same. Momentum's the fire in the flame. Momentum fever, it's a wildfire, right in the trend. I'm climbing higher, catch the spark, let it ignite. Win or lose, I'm in the fight. Momentum fever, it's a wildfire, wildfire, right in the trend. I'm climbing higher, climbing higher. Catch the spark, let it ignite. Win or lose, win or lose. I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight. I'm in the fight.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Somebody give me a sound check, mic check, all check. Let me know if all is good. Good to have you guys with me. So nice to have everybody. Very, very special end of the year, I guess. It's not the last of the year. We're gonna be together next week. This kind of end of the pre-holiday session today. I'm gonna spend as much time as I can with you today. Let me show you what I got first and foremost. We have absolutely the coolest new version of the indicator. The indicator has been uploaded, BFF dots only, range zone.f. Don't make fun of me because I know you're going to tell me it's not the final, but it really is the final. I redid all of the UI for the indicator to kind of, let me just show you, just bear with me a sec here, guys. Let me show you how easy and cool it is. And I've added a few things in here. They're going to make all the difference for both people who want to trade momentum and people who want to trade during Asia and Europe where nothing is going on. and make money from range. I have this new version, can get it done both ways. So let me show you sort of like the, first of all, everybody who's listening to me, who's part of my coaching, go ahead and download it. Those of you guys who are interested in joining me, here's the link. Let me just put this over here. Sorry. Here's the link. You can join me in coaching starting next year. We're on vacation until next year. Let me know if you guys are able to download it. It's got to say rangezone.f. Confirm to me that you got it. All right, Judith, thank you so much. Anybody else? Everybody else was able to get it or no? Got it? All right, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so let me show you what's inside here. And you guys could have a good time with it. So first of all of the settings are up front, and then all of the setups are then afterwards. So we have the volatility settings, the candle color settings, the volatility settings, and then we have the dot settings, which are all default, and then we go into the A/B setups, the Christmas tree setups, and the pause setups. And all of these setups work with range. But here's the really, really cool part that I realized yesterday that we can do, which is that not only, remember we've been saying that you need to have, in order to trade momentum, we need range breakout. And so we need barriers to how much range there is in order for us to even consider a momentum trade. The default setting that this is going to come with for NASDAQ, 150 ticks. And by the way, you can change the range from ticks to basis points, but I keep it on ticks to make it simple, which is about 30 points of that. 30, what's 150 divided by 4? It's like 37.5, 38, basically 38 points worth of range. So you need at least 38 points worth of travel over the past 10 bars. And of course, everything is all configurable in order for the range to create a breakout signal. And then here's the cool thing. So you can say range must be greater than, and then range must be less than. You have both a contractionary setting and an expansionary setting. So you need 20 points worth of range or less for it to be in a contractionary setting, right? I click show range zone, right, over here. And here's the cool part. Once you get to the A/B setup, or the A setups over here, you can choose, do you want to have no range setting, meaning it'll just show you all the setups? Do you want to show me the A setups only when the range is greater than my settings, or when the range is less than? So let me show you what that looks like when you set it up as range is greater than, right? Which means this is the breakout setting in the thing. You choose that a job. This is chosen for you by default, right? You choose that as a default setting, and then you can choose whether you want to just take trend only, counter trend only, or both. And in this particular case, I'm going to choose both because I want you to realize that when you have wide range expansion, you can actually trade both trend and counter trend. Although if you really, really, really want to be super, super accurate, you can just reduce it to trend only. But I'm going to give you both choices, right? So in this particular case, you can see that a negative trend, range breaks out. If we go into replay mode here, let me show you. If I go into replay mode, right, like right over here, right? Watch this. I'm going to walk you through, right? Range is very, very slow. There's no breakout zones now, but boom, we start getting bigger. And now range goes into our green zone over here. You see this? It goes into the green zone, 44 points of range, and it gives us a signal, A1 signal, and we get short this signal, and that signal obviously works really, really well. Now the range is pretty wide. It remains green, and we get a one signal to the upside. I think this one fails. This is a counter trend signal. I don't think it makes target for us. It's 644, and I think it just falls apart a little bit here. Yeah, it falls apart. It just dies out. So that's what I say about when you want to trade both sides. Obviously, the counter trend one is not always going to be perfect, but it gives you very, very clean, crisp signals on NASDAQ. Okay, like this. And if you wanted to go backwards to yesterday, because remember, this is only for breakout time. We're going to talk a little bit about when is the best time to trade breakout. In my opinion, the best time to trade this kind of momentum breakout strategies is between 7 in the morning until about 11 in the morning New York time. So let's go to yesterday, right? And let's assume we're going to put this on these are the same settings, but I'm going to go back in history and just show you how this would have worked. So I'm going to just play the history for you. And remember, it's only going to start triggering once the range gets big enough. So far, the range is not big enough. See, it's all orange, brown. It's very, very small. You don't see the 38 points worth of range here. So there's no signals, no signals, no signals. This is all yesterday's price action that I'm playing with you with these new range breakout settings for NASDAQ. And yes, don't worry, I'm going to go through gold as well, guys. I'm going to go through everything with you guys as far as session goes. So it's 8:30, 8:45, still very, very tight markets. Nothing really going on. There's no signals. Still no signals. Market is about to open yesterday. Here comes the New York session, and we start breaking out, and boom. Let me pause this. We start breaking out. You see our first signal. Boom, winner, right? Let's keep going. Range now gets very nice and wide. We get a second signal. Boom, winner, right? Third signal. Boom, winner. Now range keeps compressing and contracting, and it's just big enough to kind of give us signals. And boom, boom, boom. And by 11 o'clock, we should pretty much be done. Okay, that's enough. That's enough signals for us. So when you kind of count up all the signals, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is on a very, very controlled basis. I'm not taking every single signal. I'm only taking the first signal and slope. And you basically have a 5-to-1 ratio. So that means you're +2. You're +2 in this particular session in a very, very controlled manner. Now, if you wanted to just show every setup in here, look how many more setups there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of this generating lots and lots of repeatable, continuous signals, right? Everybody understand what I'm saying? So you can look at it at one signal at a time. You can look at it at repeatable signals. The most important part is it now works very much with range, right? And I'll go show first signal. So now let me here's how you would save that as an easy template. You would just simply go. You have these settings, right? These are actually default settings. So the only thing you need to do is go save indicator template. And I already saved mine as NQ breakout right over here, right? And you just say, remember symbol, remember interval, say save. It will just overwrite. So I don't need to overwrite this. And now every time you want that particular setting, you can have that set up, okay? So that's order number 1. But what if you wanted to trade garbage? What if you wanted to trade non-movement, right? Because this is designed for trading movement. What if you wanted to trade non-movement when it's Asia or Europe? You have basically nothing going on. How can you make money out of nothing? I'm going to show you how to make money out of nothing with this indicator just as easily. So what we do is we flip all of our conditions to range must be less than, right? And in this particular case, I'm going to go into our settings. We'll still say first trade only, and we're going to go to range must be less than, and the default setting here is 80 ticks, which is 20 points. In other words, I want the range to be smaller than 20 points over the last 10 bars. That means Nothing is going on. Markets are dead, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? But here is the trick that will generate all the cool profit for you. You go into the A setup, right? And in terms of direction, you choose counter trend only. Think about this for a second. Think about this for a second. If the markets are doing nothing, if they're just basically bouncing up 20, down 20, up 20, down 20, right? Then what's the highest accuracy probability trade? The highest accuracy probability trade is to buy the bottom, sell the top, which means you're looking for the first counter trend quality A1 setup to the upside, the first counter trend quality A setup to the downside. That's all you need. You need nothing more than just the counter trend signals and small range to be able to make money. So let's say I set this up, right? My selection now is range must be less than, and I want the selection here to be counter trend only, right? And we're going to go say okay. And by the way, we could probably do this, I would say after 11 o'clock. I'm just curious. We can do this after 11 o'clock New York because it's pretty dead time also. Let me just play this out now under these conditions. So after 11 o'clock, when it's tiny, tiny, tiny ranges, let's see if we can generate signals. Oh, there's an A1 winner. Let's see what else is happening. Let's see if it generates a little bit more signals for us. Now the range is pretty big, so we have no signals. The range is now below 12. Oh, there's another A1 winner. This is New York session. This is not even Asia, right? There's another A1, another winner. And that's 12:30 in the afternoon. Ranges are really, really tight. Nothing going on. There's no way to make money out of this, except now you could make money out of this. Now range breaks out, so we don't have anything. Now range compresses, and we get another winner, right? Range compresses, and we're looking for another winner. Well, it's the same trade. It's just basically double trade, right? 1,400 hours. This is the first loser we have. I think we had like 6 winners. Second winner. So this is 7-1. Nothing is going on. You literally can't make money in this market, in this shitty little crappy range bound market. But look at this. Winner, chicken dinner. 1,500 hours. Range goes to literally no trading, just dead as a patient, with a lobotomy. And boom, another final winner on the close. We literally went through 8 trades on winning trades. But it gets better. Let's run this now into Asia. Let's run into Asia. Okay, so now we're going to ignore all the trades from like 1530 because it's all bullshit. Nobody wants to trade the absolute residue of the market. Now we're going to get Asia coming up, right? Watch Asia coming up. So here comes 1,800 hours, Asia hours. Again, ranges are going to be very, very tight. This is all NASDAQ, right? All NASDAQ. Let's see if we can get some signals. Oh, there's a trade. There's a trade. Boom, winner, right? Here's 7 o'clock at night. Now we just expand a little bit. Basically, these are all. Here's the first loser we have. This is we sell this. It pops up against us. We're minus 15. That's fine. There's a big breakout time zone in Asia at around 8 o'clock, but then we come right back and the range compresses. New winner, and now it's just going to bounce back up. It's just going to bounce in that 20-point range. Winner to the upside. Range expands a little bit. We'll let it go. It doesn't even expanding. It's 8-9 points. It looks like it's expanding. We make sales on the bottom side. Make sales on the upside. Now it's like 10 o'clock at night. Everybody in New York is asleep, but those of you guys in Australia and everywhere else can still make money just trading garbage, trading range. Coming down. Oops, we have a loser over here. This one is let me just pause this for a second. I don't think this one makes it, right? It's 18 to 22. Yeah, it doesn't make it. No problem, right? And couple of more winners as the range comes back up, right? Now it's a little bit of range expansion, and we don't have any signals until it kind of quiets down again. Let's see if it comes back up. Oh, now it quiets down. We buy the bounce. That's a winner right there. That's a winner right there. It's midnight in New York. It's morning in Australia. Nothing is going on. Nobody can make any money out of movement, but you're picking up the bottoms and you're trading. You're trading scalps off the bottoms here. And notice it's not giving you any signals until you get at least a little bit of a genuine bounce on the moves here. You get a little bit of a genuine bounce, boom, 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 and you make you make a few bucks. It takes obviously sometimes 5-10 minutes for the trade to resolve versus like 1 or 2 minutes in New York, but not bad for government work, right? Now comes London. London's still very, very tight range. Nothing much going on here. London is inside the Asia range, and now we're still making money scalping. We're still making money scalping, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you see, there's like 8-9 signals. 2 of them are probably negative. The rest of them are all positive. It's a very, very positive expectancy ratio here. You obviously don't need to do this all night long. You can just do it for an hour or 2. And this is the absolute best way to make money out of nothing in range, right? Or you could just simply wait for North America and trade trend. Doesn't matter. The point is that now you have a complete configuration. So to stop this right now, here's what I do. I'm gonna hang on a second. I gotta stop it. And I save it as NQ range trading. I save it as an NQ range trading. And now I can literally put NQ breakout or NQ range trading as my template and look for signals during the particular times that I want to trade. Okay, so let me stop over here, and then we can talk a little bit about gold, because it's it's the same idea but just different parameters. So let me get out of selling. So let me see this. One silly question: how do you start with you in my system? You at 1097, you join my coaching right here. Let me give you the link to coaching. Here's the link to coaching. I'm actually going to pin this link so you guys can see it on top. So Keith's saying, thank you so much. He's been trying to come up with a range plan for a long time. A lot of the Aussie traders, a lot of the European traders have been asking me for this, and I totally, I've been like saying, you got to trade US, and then there's actually another Keith out of Australia. Gave me some ideas, and we've been trying to figure out a quality range idea. He actually traded this last night. I gave him the idea. He traded himself. He did a great job. I don't know if Schultz is in the room right now. He's probably not. But the point is, it's wild. Yeah, Alex, we're not gonna trade gold. Right now, we're going to just spend a little time. And by the way, you guys tell me gold is wild. Gold is not wild. Gold is just moving up and down. It's been doing that all night long. I made a ton of money in gold, and this particular indicator will make you so much money in gold you don't even know. But right now, I want to take the time to explain it to you. We're going to give up the half hour of live trading because gold will be there in half an hour. Relax. I want everybody to truly understand that now you have the power in your hands to trade both breakout and range in an awesome manner. Okay, that's what's really, really crazy. So Alex, now I'm gonna come to you on gold, okay? Because I know you're itching for gold. So let's look at gold. I'm gonna go to gold, and let's look at our breakout, because obviously gold is in breakout mode. Look at it, 28-point ranges, right? Let's set up our gold breakout parameters, which is GC breakout trading, and I'll show you exactly what those parameters are. And you see, look at the signals: winner, 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 chicken dinner, right? Winner, 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 chicken dinner. So it's just giving us all sorts of winning trades here. But let me show you how that would work. In gold, we're looking, the range must be greater than 50 ticks, $5. And it probably should be making probably about $7, but let's just say I give myself $5. Or the range must be less than $4 for range trading. And obviously, as you scroll over here, I want the A setup enabled, and I'm choosing both. But again, as always, it is, if you really want to be precise, you just want to choose trend only. If you choose trend only, you're only going to get trend signals here, which all of them will kill. This kills, this kills, this kills. This kills. Every one of these signals for $1 is a winner. Winner, 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 winner. Right? And if you want it to really go crazy, you can just say, show me all the trades. Show me all the trades. And now, ba 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 boom, ba 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 boom, ba ba boom. Right? You're just killing it all the way down. Having said this, by the way, I will say that. So what's interesting is when you're in these kind of massive volatility ranges, where you have 28 points in gold, right? It's much better to trade gold with a 2-6 target, meaning $2 target, $6 stop, because there's such huge volatility. First of all, you're leaving money on the table. Secondly, you're very vulnerable to retrace risk. But that's neither here nor there. The stops and targets are completely, contingent on how we want to trade. The important part is the signals. Look at the signals. Look how good the signals are for the most part. And if you really wanted to be strict, like, I'm just going to give you the strict signals, just show me the first trade only. And then you're going to get just the best signals of all. So gold, same idea. Now, the cool thing about gold is that gold is a breakout trade in Asia, as sometimes even in Europe, as it is in North America. So if you want to trade breakout and you're like, I don't want to trade this bullshit range that you showed me, Boris, let's go back to gold in Asia. I'll show you how this traded. This is the range settings for gold. We're going to go this. I think this is Asia, right? Yellow is Asia. Yeah, it is. It is. Gold just went nuts. I mean, if you guys saw my tweet yesterday at 1800 hours New York, I came on Twitter. If you guys saw my Twitter, I'll show it to you. And I said, gold is setting up to go to 4,500. It's literally running, and within an hour, it blew up. It blew up completely past 4,500. So what you're seeing here right now is exactly this. This is all the signals it gave me last night to run my accounts up, 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 up. This is with trend. But if you wanted to modify it to both give you trend and counter trend signals, we would be using in a setup both, right? Just say both, right? And you would have made money. Well, this one you would have lost. Again, counter trend is always counter trend. You're trading off frequency for accuracy, right? The more frequent the signal, the less accurate it's going to be. You're going to get more signals, but not as accurate. But overall, still accurate enough to be profitable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. By 10 o'clock at night, there was like 13, 14 signals. Only 2 or 3 of them were bad. I think even if you went 13-3, which I'm going to give everybody the benefit of doubt. If you were trading 2 6s, there was only like 1 or 2 negatives, meaning 2 targets, 6 stop. The volatility made bank all the time. But let's just give you, let's say 13-3. That's still net 4 positive in the worst case scenario. So you were completely positive in a big volatility move. If you were just trading trend, which again, I think for those of you that want to just do that, the signals were very, very clean. There literally was only like, I think, 1 bad signal on a 2-3 basis. This is the only one that failed. I don't think it went 27. It did not go up to $2. Every other signal made the $2 mark. So if you're looking at this, this is look at this, from 1,800 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Let's call this one single trade. 7, 8, 8, 1. Let's call this one single trade. 9, 1. And then, that's it. So 9, 1. 9, 1. I mean, so you're talking about 9, 1. You made 18 against 6. You were net positive 6 on a one single gold contract, it was $600. Really, really good. Range settings for gold are 50, 40. No, sorry, it's not range setting. Yeah, range settings up and down. So minimum, mini, maxi. Maxi is 50, mini is 40, right? So this is golden breakout zone. It's still, and notice that it just does not stop. I mean, gold rips. And when it hits all-time highs and gold is trading really, really well, you're going to be able to make a ton of money. And by the way, this is all trend-based. So look at this. You're just trading trend. 511 goes all the way down to 7. So you make 2. If you just keep trading trend all the way through late New York into midday Asia, you had like, what was it? What were we doing? Like we were like 8-1, 9-1, 10-1, 11-1, 12-1, 13-1. Maybe this is the first one, 13-2. By the end of Asia, you're like at 13-2, which is like massive, right? 13 times 2 is 26 against 12. You were plus 14 points, $1,400. Basically, if you just traded the Asia session, you were up $1,400 on one single contract, one single gold contract, right? Which is really like pretty incredible, right? As far as accuracy goes. So very, very cool. And of course, just to show you, we're going to go in. So this is a setting for gold breakout, GC breakout. And if I want to do GC range trading, right? Actually, sorry, we're going to do this. We're going to do GC range trading. Sorry. This is just my own internal stuff. I'm going to show you how to. I want to make sure that you guys have the correct. It should be on the .f. So if I do GC range trading in gold, right? We're going to do the following. We're going to range must be greater than 50 or less than 40 for gold. We're going to go to the A setup. We're going to be counter trend only and want range less than, right? That's what we want. These are all the setups that we want. I'm going to say okay. And now I'm going to save this as GC range trading. Save. Yes. Okay. And now it's only going to give me signals when the range is tight. And even like last night, yeah, this is a failure, but this is a winner. This is a failure. Is a little bit obviously high volatility trade. Not something I would want to trade range last night when you had big breakouts, but it's still getting good signals. And as the night progresses, you're still picking up almost all good signals. So there's like one loser against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners. This is a winner. This is a winner. So 6, 7 winners. Basically, anytime we're 6 to 1, 7 to 1, we're in great shape. In this case, you're obviously going to, and now obviously, I would never ever put myself into a range-based condition in gold from 7 in the morning. From 7 in the morning till 11 at night, till 11 in the morning, it's always breakout mode. Always breakout mode. I would put myself in range mode, maybe. So by the way, let's just do that. Let's just put ourselves into breakout mode here, so that we don't screw this up. I would only put myself into range mode after 11 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning, New York. I would never ever do something stupid as put myself into a range mode. The one time of the day when you never want to have any range settings is 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. New York, the highest liquidity hours in the marketplace, where the possibility of breakouts is the strongest. So you want to be able to trade breakouts, okay? And if you really, really want to be super, super cautious, you want to trade breakouts just on trend, not both ways. So you just do trend only, right? And that's, and that's how you trade. So that's the settings. That's what you need. So you need four templates. Yes, range and trend for both NQ and GC. Correct. That's correct, Ben. That's exactly what you need. It's exactly what you need. Right? Let me take a minute here to ask everybody to pause and see if everybody has any questions. While you guys are thinking of your questions, I'm gonna set our workspace into into breakout NASDAQ, breakout gold settings. As a matter of fact, we have a gold sell here. Fuck. Sell. Ah, shit. All right, I oversold too much. So this is the problem with me trying to teach and sell. I'm always, I always yell at myself because, damn it, I oversold. It's okay. I oversold on this trade. Let's see if I can get this back. You guys don't see the trade at all because I just don't have time. I'm going to set everything up for live trading in just a minute, but just give me a second. Give me a second. Damn it. Too big a time. No, it's going against me. I'm not going to be able to get this back. All right, exit out. Okay, exit out. All right, I took myself out on a. This was a legit trade. Trade against me. I should have probably traded this with a 6. Even with a 6 stop, I may have been able to survive this. But doesn't matter. Let me set this up. Let me set up the trading, and then we'll go from there. All right, hold on a second. Let me set up trading. Okay, trading is all set up here. I'm gonna go 213. Okay, here we are in the 213 marker. And I'm gonna go into. Delete this. Sorry, I want to go to dots. I'm going to set this up with you guys here. Range zone final. This is for just breakout. We're only going to do breakouts here. So what we want is for gold, 50 on the breakout, 50 on the maxi, 40 on the mini. I'm actually going to do all trades. I don't want to do first trade only. Oh, no, you know what? Let's save this as a template and then I'll unhook it. And then we're going to do. I just do trend only, and I want range greater than. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is save indicator as GC breakout. Yes, and the only thing I'm going to add to this is I'm just going to give myself. I'm going to give ourselves the look for multiple trades. So we're negative trend. We're gonna trade momentum off the range. We kind of just sort of we hit the bottom over here on the at the 45 level. We could actually, you know what? Let's do this, and we'll give ourselves both because we want to see if we can get. Yeah, let's go long here. All right, let's just go long here, and then we'll set up the NASDAQ range breakout here to see if we can get that move done as well. Okay, come on. All right, so this is NASDAQ. Excuse me, this is gold. And I'm getting clipped on. I need to do bigger volatility on this thing. That's fine. Okay, this is gold. Now I'm going to. Oh, I can't share the. I can't share the. I know what I'm going to do. We're gonna share screen. Okay, just one sec, guys. So I'm going to set up the screen. Just bear with me. We're going to do split view, charts, scalper, and we're going to go now. You guys don't see anything right now. I'm just setting up the NASDAQ. I want to go to NASDAQ breakout. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to stop screen, share screen window, this one. Okay, now you guys should be able to see both. The NASDAQ signals. So I'm in breakout mode on both, on NASDAQ and on gold, and we get a chance now to trade and put all of this into practice. Okay? Is that clear? Everybody give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys are seeing all of this and vibing all of this. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to set up gold at 2030. I'm going to create a, 2060, and I have a sell signal in gold. We're going to try and go for $2, $6 because the volatility in gold is really, really large, and we can take advantage of that big, large volatility in gold. So I'm going to see if I can do that with gold here. 16, 17 seconds left on gold. Signal to the downside. I have an A1 move here. 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're short here. Trying to go for 2. Let's see if we can make 2. And I think rough rule of thumb of like how you want to do volatility is if the box is like 9 to 10 points, right? And remember I said you want to be about 5. The take profit should be about factor of 5 of the box. So if the box is like between 5 and 10, you could go for 1. But if the box is 10 or larger, you can go for 2. Now this is close enough to 10 that I'm going for 2 on my target. Let's see if I can make that target. Yeah, I don't follow Forex at all anymore, but I'm not surprised that dollar yen is moving with gold. I mean, it's gold has been just a massive, massive. Like I think gold and yen has been even a bigger rally than gold and dollars, right? The Japanese are really, really flocking to gold as a trade. What time is it? 9:27. We're obviously not going to do anything on NASDAQ until the next couple of minutes, but hopefully NASDAQ will break out too. We get a chance to trade that as well. That would be really, really cool. We'll see if that plays out. Oh, where's my phone? Oh, shit. I left my phone. Oh, guys, I'll be right back. I just got to go find my phone. I'll be right back. I found my phone. It was in the back pocket of, it was basically in my ass. I can't believe I'm like, where's my phone? It's sitting in my back pocket. Okay, cool. Okay. Nope. Not giving. Gold is not giving me the trade. Went down one, but just didn't quite give me the two. Right. So I got a little greedy. I may have to pay for it, but it's fine. We've had a really, really strong night in gold, so it's not unusual for gold to get really, really choppy. And I mean, the big move was actually right here. You know, like we had the really, really nice clean move at 9 o'clock, and now we're just sort of exploring this bottom. It clearly found the bottom. This was the breakout. By the way, this was the breakout zone last night, 480. So selling into the breakout zone was obviously probably not the smartest thing in the world, but I kind of wanted to just demonstrate the signal itself, especially given the fact that it sort of failed 3 times to the downside, right? It's kind of a interesting point. On the other hand, if they keep, bashing this down, like a hammer, they're going to break the. Oh, it got done. Wow, holy shit, the trade just got done. Did you guys see that? See how fast that was? Holy cow. That dropped like a stone. If you guys were still in that trade at a 2.6, that absolutely worked like a charm. And here's New York breaking out on the A1 in Nasdaq, so we can watch Nasdaq too. So New York is breaking out to the upside in Nasdaq, and we can see if we want to trade that. I think I definitely want to trade that. It's a big ass breakout, but 25 seconds left. Whoa. Look at this. That's a 70-point move on the open. 14 seconds left. You're not gonna be able to see this trade. Whoa, holy shit, they're really, really ripping it. Jesus. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it was super fast. I took it, and there was, if you guys took it with me, look at that. It just went super, super fast. I can show it to you over here. You guys want to see it on the charts here. If I go to NQ breakout, you'll see it on this chart. And let me show you how it was done. Where's my thing here? Settings, execution marks. Look at this. 7. I don't even know where, oh, here it is. 15 to 20 to 20. You see the entry was over here. It shows you the entry on the candle. The candle was a super, super easy scalp. It was obvious. Huge breakout, A1 trade, totally does the trick. All right, let's go back to just gold breakout trading. We can watch this. So that worked really, really nicely. We could have taken a second gold trade here. I could only take one at a time, so I took only the Nasdaq trade. But they both worked really, really nicely, right? Yeah, that's exactly right, Nadine. Where are my glasses? They're on my head. I've had that story too. Okay, so after massive, massive burst to the upside, we're doing a little bit of consolidation, but we're now in breakout mode in both gold and Nasdaq, and we should be able to get lots of good trades. I'm going to take off show one trade only so we can see multiple trades. I think I took the show one trade only out of here. No, I'm going to do this. We're going to see multiple trades, multiple signals. So you can see in gold, multiple signals to the downside. We're getting fresh new signals. Should we trade this one? Let's do it. Why not? 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. If this holds, short. All right, let's see if we can get another $2 out of this thing. And we're done. Look how fast that was. Flow, momentum, go, right? Who's trading this with me? Who's knocking him down? Go, baby. I could have made another, 3 more trades if I just focused on gold, but I wanted to show both gold and Nasdaq on the moves. Anyways, the big point here is the breakout mode with range is money 7 to 11, and then range trading can be money during dead hours. We have dead money and live money times, and it's just a matter of you guys getting comfortable, you figuring out what works for you, you figuring out stops and targets. You could even trade this, in my opinion, you could easily trade this on a positional basis. Now, where's Gloria? Gloria in the room today? Yep, I'm scalping away. There are people, I just wanted to show you guys, I only showed you the A1 setups, but watch this. We could do the exact, I'm going to suppress A1 in gold, right? I'm just going to show you that this whole thing now works on every setup that's inside this indicator. So we're going to unhook a setup. We're going to trade Christmas tree. We're going to show labels both, and we're going to do Christmas tree both, and range requirement is going to be greater than, right? So this is all now shown. Now watch Christmas tree show up on both. And let's say actually let's do Christmas tree just on trend. Christmas tree. I want to show trend only. Look at the Christmas tree trend only signals. Seller. Let me see if I have this. No, first trade only. Okay, all good. And shows them all up here before. Totally works with Christmas tree signals. And if you want, because Christmas tree is going to be much more directional, right? You could kind of take the first one and maybe even use the my favorite sort of way of using Christmas tree is you take the Christmas tree signal and you can use like literally the 200 SMA as your stop, like a big stop, and then you try to target it maybe 1-to-1 on a basis. So if you were sort of short here 503 against 518, it's a 15-point stop. 85 target on the downside, kind of a big thing, or variance of that in terms of trading it. But really cool on the Christmas tree. And then you can also do the exact same thing. We're going to get rid of Christmas tree, and you can trade the pause labels too. So if I go to Christmas tree and I turn everything off, and I say show labels to off, and now I go to pause and I show both, and I want to go trend only. And oops, sorry. And it's also it's also set up for explosion. And now it's showing you all the sell signals here, right? Sell. So here's a sell. Oh, let's play this. What the hell? We have a sell signal in gold on pause, right? Why not? Let's do this. I'll do it in small size, just so you guys don't get crazy. 19 seconds. Showing me a sell signal. Again, I'm just going to scalp this out, but at small size. If this holds, although I have an A1 signal in NASDAQ, that's a legit signal too. But let's trade gold. All right, here's my sell signal in gold, and it's good. And the sell signal worked also. You see, you can do anything you want with this thing. Obviously, I'm an A1 aficionado. I love the A setups, but you can do any of the setups that are embedded in the syndicator, and they will all give you quality ideas, quality trades, because they're all momentum. Especially when you're trading momentum. What this proves to, I hope everybody who's watching, is that range is what matters. Range expansion is what matters. Continuity and momentum follow range expansion. You have range expansion and you trade towards trend, you have a really reasonable chance of making money. Okay, that's how it works. Just basically it. Everything else is a footnote. Just a footnote to how you trade. All right, I'm going to go back to my just original GC breakout range. There we go. No, it's the wrong one. Shit, it's the wrong one. GC breakout trading. This is what I want. Okay, so this is set up towards the A setups. We'll give ourselves multiple opportunities, And again, remember what I said yesterday, you really only want to trade the first two signals. The first, this A1 were the best signals. When you're going to the third signal, you're really pressing your luck, right? You're really pressing your luck. By the way, this A1 on NAS kind of fails, which, you know, that's fine. You're not going to hit every single, this is a super, super sharp move. So it's not unusual for us to kind of, you know, retrace back out and come back on at 719. I'm actually, it's interesting. I was going to say, because the range is 100, right? If you traded this with a 1030, you'd still be in a trade. You would still be in a trade, and this trade might actually work if you were in a 1030 instead of 515. Again, massive volatility box, 100-point box. You probably want to trade this with a 1030. So if you're trading with a 1030, it might actually still work. You know what the hell? Let's have fun with this. Let's do this at 4120, small size. Let me see if this is going to work. I'm going to put it over here. We'll just play NQ breakout. Let's see if this is going to work for me. Maybe not. Should have bought it over here. But I'm trading very, very small size on this one. This may just be a failed setup, whether you do 1030 or 515. But let's just, you know, for shits and giggles, let's just see that if I had a wider volatility envelope on this, given the fact that it's a really, really big box, would I have been able to survive the drawdown and make money on this trade? Yeah, Brooklyn boy, one of these days, you know, we do, like, you know, Ask Me Anything Friday. You got to show us your tick indicator setup and how that helps you analyze the market. That'll be very, very cool. Let me put the gold breakout over here so you guys can just watch gold on the second version. And we'll see if, you know, if this thing sort of oh, we're actually setting up a A1 signal the other way. So I'm going to reverse myself. This gives me an A1 signal. If this is an A1 signal the other way, it means clearly, you know, the let me make sure I have this right. NQ breakout, right? Am I correct? Yes. Why is that? Why did I think there was an NQ breakout here? Is there no signal? Am I taking a false signal? Okay, let me get out of here. Did I mess this up? Was there an A1 that then disappeared because it just, maybe I missed it. Oh wow, maybe I missed it. Maybe there wasn't. I shouldn't have been in this trade in the first place because I was looking at it really, really fast and I wasn't looking at it properly. Okay, let's watch this carefully. Maybe I missed this. All right, now we got the A1. We got a legit A1 here. 49 seconds left on NAS. It must have disappeared in the last second, and I still thought there was an A1. So let's we'll just chill and watch this for a sec. 35 seconds left. We're not gonna pull the trigger until and unless it gives us a legit signal, and then we can pull the trigger. $18 seconds left. 15 seconds. Six, 4, 5. Let's make sure this stays. It doesn't disappear on us. Nope, it disappears. That's what I was afraid of. So no trade here. No trade for us. Oh, there was a A1 sell in gold, but it's at the bottom right now. So it's at that consolidation level. So until it breaks the lows, I'm not going to trade it anymore for the time being. Okay. Look at this. Nasdaq is kind of really went into the churn mode. All the money was in the first candle. Jesus, wow. Look at that. Oh, that gold trade really worked. I should have taken that. I was just so, was there not an A1 trade that there before that I must have just been looking at something crazy. I just missed it. All right, let's see if it's going to start to rally. We get a little bit more of A1 trades coming up here. Oh, A1 trade. $15 seconds left. Three, two, one. All right, we're in here. And we're done. And we're done. So it was just me like not paying attention to the labels. So that trade was perfect. We made money. All good to go. Right? Everybody having a good time with that one? Yeah, there was an A1 long that disappeared because at the very last second it went away. And I was obviously all over the place. But now when you know, the whole idea is when you're focusing and you got the zone, you can actually, you know, really see the trades coming in. So it's 9:45. Still got, we basically get an hour of possible price action. I'll hang with you guys till about 10:45. Then I got to go. And I wish everybody who is celebrating Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy belated Hanukkah to everybody who's already done Hanukkah, and all other holidays across the world. I'm going to trade. We're going to try and trade Monday, Tuesday next week. Okay, before, like, you know, we'll see if there's anything to do. Maybe, you know, it'd be interesting. Maybe if it's really dead, maybe we'll put the dead money strategy to work, like between the 7 and 11 time frame. But I'm definitely trying to trade Monday, Tuesday next week because I'm around. I'm not going away anywhere. Kay will be gone, but I'll be around. Anyways, I hope you guys really love this because it's such a cool structure in terms of helping you, you know, find the points of interest, and you know, you can literally hit it like 2 or 3 times. You don't have to trade it for more than an hour, but within an hour, you're gonna have like 3 or 4 really clean opportunities to just hit it. And if you're a high risk trader, you can just trade it with large size and, you know, just try to get it done. Is there another version of dots? I got an email from TradingView. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I think, okay, so let's, everybody who joined me late, here's what I want you to do. I want you to delete your BFF dots that you currently have and then reattach it. And what should happen is you say rangezone.f. That should be the version. And then I want you to rewatch this video because I went the first half hour of the live today was all about how I configure and show the brand new reversion. It's completely redone. It's on, it allows you to trade both range and breakout, dead money and live money trades. And it's I think the best version I've ever written. So, guys, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. Shit, I'm sorry, guys. Here's what I need to do. I'm gonna take away first trades only. Fuck. Okay, see, I missed a trade here. There's another trade here. Bye. I'm late. No, come on. Do it. I'm late to this trade. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not focusing on the trades. I'm just talking about the indicator. And I missed these two fucking trades because I didn't have the proper settings. Ugh! So annoying. All right. I'm going to eat this trade because of bad execution. Fuck. All right. Well, you live, you learn. I should have been in this trade over here. I said the first two trades, I just got greedy and I chased it. Now I'll have to look for a good setup. Notice that like when I'm really focused and I'm zoning in, I'm making it. When I'm talking to you guys and I'm just fucking around, I'm always chasing the bad trades, and that's a good lesson to learn. Do as I say, not as I do. If you're late to the trade, don't force it. I just want to show you all the setups, so I'm always forcing it. When I'm doing it by myself, by the way, I never force it by myself. I never take bullshit trades by myself. I have a counter trend trade in gold, which I am actually going to be looking at to take. I'm going to focus on gold exclusively right now for this next trade. We're going to see if we can make the trade go. Seven, 6, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm long, and I'll switch it to over here so you guys can actually see it. I'm in this trade. This is the counter trend trade. Not as good as taking trend trades, but I thought, given the fact that we kind of bottomed out here, the counter trend might work. But it may not. Gold is very, very choppy right now. $13-point range on the box. Really big box. I'm trading this with a 2.6, not a 1.3 because of the volatility of the box. So far I'm in the trade, but we'll see if we'll see if I'm able to survive the volatility. It is resistance. It is a big resistance zone right over here, and it's just bouncing back and forth. Probably should have gotten flat on this thing, but let's just see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. I'll put the NASDAQ over here and Q breakout. Watching NASDAQ as well here. There's an A1 to the other side. Let's see if that holds. So far, no signal. I'm watching NASDAQ on this side of the screen. 30 seconds left. That's going to be a sell signal if it holds. Gold stops me out. NASDAQ really starting to fall here. I'm trading this with a 1030. All right, let's change to NASDAQ over here so you guys can watch it. Oh, it was super fast. That was a 1030 super fast trade. Really, really worked very well. Gold and NASDAQ just totally blew down on the thing. Gold, on the other hand, is getting very choppy because after a super strong night, gold is kind of going into the. You notice that the range is starting to compress and we're starting to really chop around on the move. That being said, we'll have to see if there's another contra trend trade back up to the upside. Might be worth another shot. NASDAQ was super fast. Did you guys take that trade? Stress relief, we're scalping. Scalping by very definition is a negative risk reward rate trade. We're trying to go 7-1, 8-1. We win at 4-1, okay? And we're much more than 4-1 on any given day. You could even look at the chart here, just looking at a NASDAQ for the signals, right? Because remember, I'm fucking up the signals half the time because I'm talking. But if you're just taking signals, winner, 3-0 in NASDAQ, okay, at my ratios. That's the key thing. And sometimes you go 4-0. Oh, gold is going negative again. Gold going negative again. So we're gonna sell gold here into the bottom. Let's see if gold makes me pay again. But we're gonna go gold negative again, and I'll switch over to the next screen if it holds. 2, 1. All right, I'm short gold. I'll show you gold over here. Let's see if we can make gold work here to the downside. Almost there. Come on. It was 15 ticks to my good. I could have taken it, but come on. Oh, I lost my mouse. Okay, here we go. Come on. Oh, come on, gold. All right, I'm just gonna take gold. I just took it. I should have been patient with it, but I couldn't quite get the 2, so it took the gold a little bit. All right, let's go back to NASDAQ over here. So who's asking me about this? SS, what's his name? Stress relief. Stress relief. If you want to have stress relief in trading, you trade with negative risk reward ratios. All right, so let's go to NASDAQ breakout. If I was patient enough, maybe this thing would have come down a little bit, but I wasn't. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, it still would have worked, right? Had I been patient enough, this thing would have hit 2. I'm using 2060 on GC. I'm using 2.6. I'm using 2.6. Yes. If you're using 1.3, you would have made that money easy. But I'm really, because the box is 12 points large. Anytime it's 10 points or larger, I want to try to use 2, right? Just like anytime the box in NASDAQ is like, say, 70 points or larger, I want to use 10 instead of, so if you were using 10 on NAS over here on the second trade, 83, you'd be looking for 73. You probably would make bank here. I'm not chasing this third trade down because I said we're going to try and just be good and only take 2 signals. I didn't take the second signal because I was focusing on gold. So now we just simply wait patiently. See what comes up next. Yeah, gold is a 19 point box, really huge, really huge. Fresh lows to the gold. Gold just do you not love North America? North America is designed to crush the hopes of gold bulls everywhere. How many times have we seen when Asia takes gold to the stratosphere and North America just crushes your dreams every friggin' day in terms of taking it down? Holy cow. Everybody who bought in the 500s now is so underwater because the dealers really love to fleece you. That's why you got to scalp. That's why you can't have a position. That's why you can't have an opinion. You just got to trade the flow. I mean, I was all long and strong in Asia, and now I'm just short. And what that rhymes with short? I'm selling well in North America. And that's why, momentum is the best thing in the world. It shows you exactly what to do. Did this thing go down to 73? Yes, it did. Look at this. Have we taken this A1? So you guys know that, when I'm trading live with you, right? It's a complete shit show because we're trying to run two assets at the same time, super fast scalping, lots and lots of, attempts. I miss trades. I miss time trades, all that kind of stuff. This is strictly for educational entertainment purposes. I try to do as many trades as possible so you actually see the setup in real time being taken, right? The one thing you can't argue with me is that I'm some, fake guru who's talks to you about discipline and bullshit but never actually does anything. I want you to see the setups live. But in real life, when we're trading this for real, and then when we trade my funded accounts, obviously we're much more focused on doing the right thing. We only trade one thing at a time, which, honestly, probably in North America, I would have been trading NQ mostly. And you just focus on that. And if you were just trading NQ in its proper phase, you were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the good. You're $600 in 1 hour. You're done for the day. You're done for the day off of one contract, one account. You're done for the day. There's nothing to do here. All these, you've had already 3 or 4 signals in a row. Don't be greedy. Enough. But focus and momentum are your 2 best friends. And this 7 to 11 time frame is just a great time frame to trade. Just a great time frame to trade. Oh man, NASDAQ completely unwinding the whole 100-point move to the top. Whoa, gold is just killing it. Oh my god, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm selling gold just because I'm chasing it, just because it was so obvious that there was a sell. Sorry guys, I didn't warn you ahead of time, but I didn't have enough time. That was just obvious. They were breaking fresh lows, momentum trade. That was a super fast trade. I hope you guys saw that. DRD at $1,500 in gold. Is that for the day today? Is that for you, DRD? $1,500 in gold on the short. And so I'm telling you, like when you have momentum, this setup is just money, 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 right? No need, no greed. Exactly. Look at Nas. Nas totally breaking down too. All right. Ava doing $800 in gold. Really nice. Really great. I'm so glad you guys are doing great. This is all nice pre-Christmas presents for everybody. Santa, you've been nice, and Santa is rewarding you. Good job. By the way, fun fact, which I just found out the other day on TikTok. Are you guys aware? I really found this very amusing. That literally every single Christmas song you can think about, every single Christmas song that you know in the American canon has been written by Jews. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, you're very welcome, Clee Saber. I'm glad you like it. Oh, another great piece of news. All of you guys who are on wealth charts, I'm sitting down with a programmer after this in a couple of hours. And so this is kind of like the final version. And hopefully we're just gonna rebuild the whole wealth charts from scratch into this version. So you're gonna be able to see all this stuff on wealth charts. Hopefully by beginning of next year, which will be awesome. And it'll be ready for the Wealth Charts 365 summit, which is going to be like in the middle of January. So that's really, really good news. Very excited about that. Oh, look at this. Clean Saber, man. Clean Saber gets the I think you're going to get we got to get the money tree. Here we go. I think Clean Saber gets the chicken. Where's the chicken? Here you get the chicken. Why is this not going? Why is it not raining chickens for me here? Oh, there we go. Raining chickens, and you definitely get the chicken song. The chicken dinner. There you go, guys. Fully deserved. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, I'm going to take the chickens off. Time's at 10:07. Let's see if we get any contra trend trades going on over here. So gold just blew through all the stops. Took out all the longs. Let's see if we see any repair moves here on the gold side. Do you guys like the? Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. Did you guys like the momentum song that I played for you? Momentum Fever. You like that video? I'm gonna start. If you guys like it, I'm gonna post them all. Like I'm gonna make all the videos of all the songs, and then we can. I'll put them into a playlist on our BK channel. You don't like the video? Why didn't you? Why was it a little off-putting? Because of the guys screaming? But that's you mean because of the way the futures guys are? But that's actually literally how every futures guy I've ever come across in the pit used to act. Is that what you mean, Ben? Because it makes it kind of look chaotic. That's literally the futures trading. Because you probably have never been in the markets when futures were open outcry, but that's literally how it was. It was just like, take a look at the old videos. It's actually sanitized. It was much more chaotic in those days. I still remember like walking into the option pits in Amex when I first started trading on Wall Street, and it was insane. It's like a bit of being in the middle of war. Yeah, commodity markets too. Exactly. Oh, I think I have an A1 on NAS. All right, A1 on NAS. Let's see if this is gonna. I really don't like chasing this, but we'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. Is NASDAQ coming back up? I'm watching the NAS one. This is a reversal trade. Again, reversal trades never as good as the trend trades. But we haven't, but we've had, this is the bottom of the box. So maybe worth a shot here. Let's give it a shot. If it holds. Got to hold. Doesn't hold. Looking at gold also for possible reversal trades. Oh shit! I missed the NAS. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Damn. I'm clipped on NAS. That's the price I pay for trading reversal. Really, the takeaway today is every reversal trade was the stop, and every trend trade was a winner. But I can't help myself. I love trading a reversal, but that was probably pretty dumb. At least not the first one. You always want to maybe wait for the second reversal. I think gold, on the other hand, is actually going to be a legit reversal trade here. Why is this? Let me make sure I have both. Yep. Why is this not showing me a reversal trade? What's going on? What am I missing here? Oh, I know why. Because this candle is below. I'm going to ignore this. I know why. Because the candle was below the SMA, and it has this rule that it won't show it unless the candle is above the SMA. But I'm going to ignore this rule because I really feel like there's an A1 in here. Come on. Now I'm just having a good time with you guys. All right. Cool. So this is an A1. Let's see if we can follow through with it. Now, for those of you guys who are trading, like love to trade swings, the big question is this the sort of the New York bottom? Could you have taken, is this like the first A1? You trade the against the low of the session here, 458, and see if maybe we can climb back up towards the 490, 44500 as a swing trade. Not my kind of trade, but for the people who love to trade swinging, this is a really interesting opportunity for you guys to do that. And that's the cool thing about this indicator, is you can turn it into a swing indicator if you want to. All right, good. That was a second scalp. I front run the scalp because I saw the momentum over here. It's just that it wasn't giving me a signal because of the move. But nice. I did make back on the reversal trades, and now here comes the second reversal trade in NAS. Let's see if we can trade the NAS one too. If this holds, I'm going to try and trade the NAS reversal because that's, I think, going to be a stronger reversal trade for me here. All right, let's give it a shot. $14-15 seconds. Let's see if this holds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, in the trade, I'll switch it over here to NASDAQ breakout. Let's see if we can make the moves. You guys can watch this. Let's see if it can come back and hit me. And we're done. Good. Focusing correctly on the reversals, and the reversals are hitting. So yeah, I think that the rule of thumb, what the rule of thumb is? Don't take the first reversal. The first reversal is always going to be the problematic one, but the second reversal signal, if you have a bottom and you got a second reversal signal in this move, that's a good signal to take. Yes, it will be. I promise you. I promise you this. I'm not screwing around with the indicator anymore. I actually been working on something else in the background that's going to take all of this, guys, to the next level. But we're going to talk about that next year. But the indicator, I think, is really golden. I wanted to walk it into. This is sort of like my final walk into the 2026. You can see how good it is. I mean, we did 1,000 trades. I don't even know how many trades we did today. Honestly, let me just see how many trades we did. Let me tell you how many trades we did today. Let me see. Holy shit. We did when did I start with you guys? Oh, I started like, what is this, 9:30? Wow. 1, 2, it's like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like 24 trades. Jesus, that's a lot of trades. 24 trades in about an hour and a half. But yeah, but you see, and I think, honestly, if I was there was only 2 legitimate stop outs. Everything else was just me fucking around, bad execution, other stuff. But let's just say there were 4 stop outs, 24 against 4, just to give. It's still, when you're a 3-to-1 ratio, you're basically net 12 positive today. I'm not trading funded today. I'm trading evals today, because I wanted to just take as many trades as possible. If I was trading funded, it'd be much more controlled, and I would be, much less active. But I really wanted to show off all of these various possibilities, because the whole idea of me trading with you guys is to show you all the possibilities, and then you guys yourself turn those possibilities into personal setups that make a lot of sense for you. TNT Global, what determines shifting from 1 to 3 to 2 to 6? The size of the box, right? I've been saying that. So if you look at the gold box, sorry, let's go to the gold box. Where's the gold box? Hey, gold box is 12 points, right? 12 points. So if you use a 5-to-1 ratio, right? Target should be 5 times, or box should be 5 times as large as a target, right? If it's 1-3, box is 5. If it's 2-6, box is 10 or more. Box is 12. The range box is way, is way above the same thing. You use the same idea in NASDAQ. NASDAQ here is about 50. So you could use, like at 50, I suppose you could use 10 if you're using, 5-to-1 ratio. But with NASDAQ, we're going to double the ratio. So like I like to see if it's above 50, I'm going to use a 10-to-1, 10 target, 5, 30 stop. But anything below 50, I'm going to use a 5-15. I think with gold, it almost it makes intuitive sense. You're moving, $10, $20 boxes. This is like what range used to be for a whole day in 10 minutes, right? Trying to trade 1-3 in that environment just basically stops you out unnecessarily. Look how many times I survived. There were a couple times where you guys got clipped out, where I just survived the volatility and hit target. And it's also, in a perfect world, I would love to trade 2 6s, 10 30s, because every single trade is more money, because it's an absolute amount of more money, right? It's a $200 trade instead of a $100 trade on a large contract per trade. You hit five of those in a row, which is not at all unreasonable. That's $1,000 per, on a single contract. So anyways, all right, guys. I guess we can still hang a little bit. I still got to see. Let's trade this one. A little bit of a sell condition in gold. Let's see if this one gives me one final yield. Maybe not. I think gold is kind of bottomed out. I don't like trading. I don't like trading higher A1s. I like trading lower A1s. This one is a higher A1 in a sense that we had a big rally. This only works if you believe that gold is still a sell, not a buy. I'm not really, convinced of that, but we'll give it a shot. Because again, I want to show you the setups. It's a legit setup. It's just positionally, I don't love this trade because gold has already bounced off the lows. This is only going to work if you think gold is going to come back to the lows or there's still downward pressure on it. But all right, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. All right, we'll take $1 out of this thing. Better than nothing. It's probably going to go down. But again, I don't have a lot of confidence in this thing, mainly because when you're looking at the gold position. You see so many A's, right? Now you had a big reversal move. Is this gonna, if this is gonna hold? It might actually, you know, if you were, it might hold to the downside. Hey, if those of you guys who are holding for twos, you probably made it. Yeah, you probably kind of made it. Maybe not yet. You need to see 71, right? That's not quite there yet. That's why I took a little bit of half of it. But again, this is like, you know, if once I start seeing fresh lows, that's a high confidence trade. Once you start, you know, now you're having the A1s that are higher off this level, it's not nearly as a strong composition of the trade. We basically look like, again, as I said to you, if you're trading the swing reversal, this to me is much more of a swing reversal structure, and I'd rather be on the buy side of this. No, I'm not using a bot, Walter. I'm trading myself. We're using my indicator, and I'm just, you know, clipping really, really fast trades. Oh, we have a buy signal in NAS. Let me go to NAS here. This is actually, we're back in trend in NAS. Let's see if NASDAQ wants to do me anything here. Come on. Should have been here. I should have been on this one. I'm a little bit late on this, but let's see if I can make it. Almost. All right, we're gonna take this. Screw it. I'm just gonna take the trade, because again, the trade, the range compressed to non-range. You see, it went down to 31 points. This was the trade. This was the A1 trade. That's why I was late, and now I knew this was like, you know, you either take your money or you suffer the decline. This was the good trade. So if I was trading this properly, and again, I'm just you know, seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye, so I wasn't trading it. But wait, what happened here? Why is this? Okay, so show one trade only. Range was greater than. Why is this not showing up? Was this a compressed range? Why does it show up here? Huh. I'm curious, like, why am I seeing all these A1s here, but no A1s over here? What's going on over here? All right, range is 69. I just want to walk myself through this setup and see why I'm not seeing the setups. Okay, a reversal. $65 points. Huh. What is the setting here that's different here? What am I doing here on the settings? Show first trade only. 50-80. Let me see what the settings are. That's really, oh, I guess it shows up over here. Yeah, it was just like, it was showing multiple A1s, but not quite in trend. Okay, that's where it was. Okay, fine. Anyways, no harm, no foul. Made money on that one. That was good. That was good. Okay. All right, guys. Really, really good session. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Now, by the way, okay, so this is perfect. So You want to have fun. Remember I said the best time to trade breakouts is 7 to 11. What's happening now? Now we're going into the dead zone. We're going into the brain dead zone. So let's let's set ourselves up for, I'm just going to show this to you. Let's see. We're going to go to NQ range trading in here. And now we're just going to see if we can get, by the way, if you went to NQ range trading, even at like, 10 o'clock, you still could have made some money. But now is the time for range trading signals. Now is where it gets really, really cool. And by the way, we could do the same thing with gold. We're going to go to gold range trading. And let's see if gold wants to. Gold is still wide range. So it's a little bit too early for gold. But with NQ, look at this. We're in the range trading. It's giving us a signal. Let's see. Actually, let's see if this signal holds. We'll take it. We're a little bit. It's 10:30. It's a little bit early, but I don't think it's too much of an exaggeration to say that we're kind of done with breakout trading for the time being. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. We'll leave this alone. Not a good signal. But there'll be in the next hour. There'll be some really, really good range trading opportunities, and you guys can absolutely kill it. All right. I got to run because Kay is going to yell at me because I got to go to a meeting. So much fun. I hope you had a great time. God, we did like 30 trades today in the morning. And literally like 70 to 80% of them have been really good trades. You could see all the winners over here, all the winners, boom, 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 boom. So hopefully you guys had a good time. I will see everybody next Monday. She's not going to be around. we're going to run like a little mini marathon on Monday. Have a good time. See how you guys are doing on the trading. Wishing you guys the best of holidays, and I'll see you before the new year. Everybody enjoy. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.